Ooh, what's up, everybody? Fearin here, and we are back with the first video in a while. We have an interesting siege here, so I wanted to go ahead and show what I can. We pulled Malicious and Phantoma. This is right after the siege changes went out, and they have a lot of new defenses. So we're going to go into this Ayunu, Figaro, Orion. This is an interesting defense. I think Bruising Orion always sucks. So we're going to take in our favorite Kamun, Rakuni, Fat Covenant. So this is just Fat Lucian runes on the Covenant. You can actually see that was a pretty heavy minus water Orion. That does a lot less damage than I normally do. And then we're going to kill this Figaro second. I think the first time I hit this, I for some reason thought that hitting the Figaro when you've triggered the passive, that he was also going to put a bomb on you. But I don't know. I just haven't seen this unit a ton and misread it. So I'm throwing the Rakuni attacks into the Ayunu, but you don't need to do that. And I think I fixed this in later attacks. But the basic idea of this offense is that you eliminate the Orion, and then you have the single target cleanse from the Rakuni plus just the tankiness and the shields from your Kamun to win this 2v2 pretty easily. We're going to kill the Figaro second because I think if he got some super lucky RNG and got 6 bombs off, you could kill one of these units. But for the most part, between the cleanses and the shields, it's just not going to be enough damage. And then I actually ran minus wind on the Rakuni, and I think we had plus delta on light on the Kamun. So there's no really point in running minus light because it won't affect the bomb damage, but there we go. Nice easy 2v2, and we get to show off that cool new Kamun skin. And I guess someone in our channel got an ice. It's pretty cool. We're going to go into this defense again with the same offense. Let's see this time. I think I hit 48k on the last Orion. This one, we see 55k, so yeah, a lot less minus damage. And we're going to kind of zoom through the bruiser part here. This was interesting, this one that I hit here. You can notice that my Covenant doesn't actually die to the Ayunu. The shield from the Kamun is able to protect it. It's not really that big of a deal. It's fine if it dies, but this is probably some variant that was trying to be either anti-Lucian or something, because this Ayunu was tanky, but he was not putting out the damage. And there we go. 2 down on this new defense. Next, we are going to hit... we need to go in really fast into this 4-star defense. It's Molly, Skogul, and Lume. We're just taking an LCL because we had to get a tag here. We missed both the slow and the defense break in the first turn, and then this Lume just goes absolutely crazy. I think she goes 3 of those skill 3s before I get to go again, and then we were just clenching so hard on this, but we're barely able to eke out a win on this one. So yeah, it looked like it should be fine, but ended up not being so fine. We're gonna run in another cleave. This is another new defense that we were seeing from Malicious, which was the buffed Chandra, Lume, and Nora, but we're just going to get a nice clean CP cleave on that. And then there were some interesting LD defenses they were running. I don't think this is the most Omega serious defense, but the Galdnir Theo Mukwul is just really low damage outside of the Theomar. So the idea here is kind of similar to when you see John Leo Helena. We're going to run Diana instead, and we're running Armana here. So I think that potentially if this is attack, CD attack, really slow damage build on the Theo, we could see something that's a little iffy here. But we have minus water on these units. The idea is to bring something that has heals, but then also has heal block and defense break. We're going to try and just, as soon as we get through the taunt on the Galdner, we're just going to be able to put up this defense break. And then I think that as soon as our Diana moves, we're just going to be able to delete this Theomars out of existence. And then after that, this should be pretty easy. So we don't actually get the strip because we get the Endure proc on the last hit. But we're not using any buffs. That was the other thing. I wanted to bring a healer that didn't buff. So I didn't want to bring Riley or Lulu something here. And then I am running Destroyer on this Diana. We bruised this out for quite some time. But basically, as soon as that Theomars goes down, this team has no sustain. And then also I think the Galdnir here was max res. I think I had 40-50 accuracy on this Armana, and I was just not landing anything. So it took me a little ways to burn this guy down because he still gets the 1 stack every single turn. But we actually also had Destroy on the Leo too, just in case something happened to the Diana, but we were still able to kill the Theo. So this was fun to play with Armana. I think there was still a chance that it wasn't enough sustain, but was a nice, fun offense to use. We go again one more time. We're going to hit the same Ayunu, Raccoon, or Ayunu, Figaro, Orion, and same team doing the same thing. This goes a little more like the first one, where the Ayunu just deletes the Covenant right away. And I think probably this is better because there might be some option where if you have the Covenant low HP and it takes the shield from the Commune, I wonder if there's a chance that Figaro can kill the Raccoon and then do something here. But yeah, a decent amount of damage from this Ayunu even through element disadvantage, but not enough, and we're able to get our third win with this offense. Next, we're hitting this Ritesh Nora Water Holly. I've been messing around. I used to play with this offense that was Sierra Iris and my Light Monkey. It was like a fun thing into these bruiser defenses that didn't have a ton of stuff going for it. And I forgot I changed the runes on the Light Monkey. I use it in TOA Hell because he's pretty good there. And so the Nora is too slow. It moved after. I get kind of lucky, and a lot of these units don't do that much. And this Light Holly, I guess it's defense scaling, so it just dies like to one bomb. I want to make sure that got killed because it has a single debuff cleanse, which I've gotten burned from before, cleansing all my bombs. From here on out, I think this should be pretty decent. That was probably misplayed into the skill 4 there. I get the double stun, but I really need to be using skill 1 to get some heals on my Sierra whenever I don't need the strips. Because I think that into this defense, Nora probably is really annoying to fight with the Mira Nora and even the QD. The QD is not going to do that much. So I really want to make sure that I can keep this Sierra alive long enough to kill the Nora. Obviously, this would have been way cleaner if I'd gotten the first turn that I wanted. I think maybe do I strip here to get the defense buff off? A heal there still might have been better because, again, defense buff is not that big of a deal when you have Sierra with the bombs. But we get our second bomb here. We're going to explode. And I think everything is going to die with just a couple more hits. So, laughing, having a little bit of fun here. Almost paid the price because I didn't double check my team, but we're able to get out another win with this kind of RTA comp. We're going to go again into this Skogul Molly Lume comp. We're going to hope that we don't get procced on quite as crazy by this Lume. We get the defense break on her. The Leah goes. We actually don't kill either the Skogul or the Molly this time. You know, when you're running into the glancing, there's likely that happens, but the cleanup there is really strong as long as you kill that Lume. And then we're going to cleave out our last attack here with another Tiana CP Galleon Cleave, this time into Gianna Savannah Kinky. This is probably also something that I wouldn't use as freely as I did here. Just if you miss the defense break on the Kinky, you probably get soloed, and then also there's good chance for like a Swift Savannah or something. You can see here, even with missing it on not the wrong target, it gets a little sketchy. And here is the map at the end of the siege. We end up mostly just going into Mali, and so Phantoma took first, we took second, and Mali took third. I ended up getting, I think, 2 defense wins. Weirdly, I have a Dom Theo Mali that's still been up since last season, basically. It still gets wins. I got 2 wins with it against Mali this siege, so you know, even though people feel like they figured out some of these older defenses, it's doing better than a lot of the new stuff that I'm making right now. But yeah. Exciting to see the siege changes. It was interesting how just win rate seems even more important than ever because the offensive attacks getting 30 points instead of 15 and then not having these big blocks of bonus to push you ahead. I'm really curious to see how this will continue to play out in future sieges. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next one.